So how ladies feel when
they come? How ladies feel when we come during the process, during the knocking process? How do ladies really feel after this time? So after a good sex, how do ladies feel? Let's talk about this, because the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm a lady. So how do we feel during this process? So let's get there. So I'm a lady. So after a good sex, after a good sex, as a lady, if this person really do you well, if this person really handle you well, after this time, let me say you are not married to him, you just a boyfriend, you just a boyfriend to you, you are not married to him. So after this time, you discover the feelings you have for this person has arose, as in the feeling you have for this very person, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger to a point that you can't control. You begin to love him more. You begin to fear if when he goes out, if someone, another person, if someone has access to him, another person, another lady has access to him, how it will end up. So you wouldn't want another person to experience what you are experiencing. So you would like to keep this person to yourself. You really want to keep this person to yourself, to a point that if you called him, he doesn't respond to you at that exact time, you became to feel insecure. These feelings that, oh, he might be cheating, started coming in. You became so, they will say jealous lover. You became so jealous because you always want him around you. You always want him to be with you. So one thing about, if ladies come for your hand as a man, number one, insecure. If he goes out and she called you, if you don't pick up, it becomes a problem at that time, because her mindset will trigger. Maybe if someone else discover this thing you've been doing to her, they will cage you as a man. They won't allow you to come back to meet her. Another two is they will start calling you frequently. It will become their hobby. It will become part of their, in fact, you, at this point, you don't need to do too much again. They have loved you already. They'll keep checking on you. They'll keep calling you because they don't want another person to come around you. Number three, whatever they are doing around you, they do it for love. Whatever they are doing around you, they do it with love. Even though you need something from them, even though you don't even need it, you made a complaint, they will be, and they will try their possible best to make sure they sort out this aspect of your need. They will try all possible best for you if ladies love you after sex. So, because it is not all men that will take time to really make a lady feels like a lady. So if they get one, they tend to keep the person very close and very tight to themselves. So you as a man, when you are with a lady, what will be your work? At times, especially if you prioritize love, you have to make sure that whatever you are doing, it's about her happiness at this time. You try your best to make sure she see you as her number one. She will not want to joke with you. She wouldn't want to share. If a man goes out and the lady tend not to check on them, that's problem. Because if ladies loves you 247, they will keep calling you. I know there are two types. There are ladies who loves money, and there are those who really loves the other part of it, which is the sex. Money is not everything, but there are those who really love the sex part more than money. That's why at times you see a lady would take from a rich man to give to a poor man just because of what they are getting from there. It's not because the man is rich. So this is another thing. So when you are going to the other room with your lady, you should try your best. Make sure you finish work. You should try your best to make sure you finish work. A lady will love you to a point that if anything wants to come around you, if that thing happens to one of her siblings, she may even say yes, just to save you as a man, if you can arrange it well. It's not about ta-ta-ta. If you discover that you doing ta-ta-ta, it's not enough, you should try another way around. Go with this. Do it well. There's nothing wrong with that. You love her, that's why you go around her. You love her, so you can do everything to make sure that that love reigns. It should do every possible thing to make sure that the love stands. Yeah. The way you tease her whenever you are around her, they will not really want you to go away. But if you are this kind of people who don't really care, all you care about is just for you to come, you can, go to anywhere you like. They won't even care to check on you. They will only call you maybe when they need help, when they need financial support. But if you are good at the other end, my dear, they won't use call kill you. You yourself, you go think, this girl do this. No! There are things you do to her that makes her love you more. There are things you do that she cannot see it from other way else. There are things you do that really keeps this woman. There are things you do which she has been trying other people. She can't see it in them. So as she saw these things in you, she tend to die there. She wouldn't want another person to come around. She won't want another person to come around because there are most ladies, maybe they are up to 30 something, and so they haven't discovered this kind of stuff. For some ladies, if not for vibrator, they wouldn't have come. If not for toys, they won't come. Yes. You see I'm telling you the facts. Let me just use myself as an example because I've been doing this for years, but men, to come. So when you come to check and see that person who really hits, who really knows what you want, you tend to keep that person. Yeah. You tend to keep that person. You wouldn't want anything to go around him. You always want to be with this person 247. You always want to be around this person 247. So this is one thing. It's not about that the ladies at times most people will say, she's too clingy, she doesn't give you space. No, there are things you do that makes her to act that way. There are things you do that makes her to act that way. At times they may not say it to you because if they say it to you, you would think, maybe, there are how men things. If women really say this thing, especially when it comes to the sex part, if you explain your feelings, how you feel down there to them, they will take it to another way. So they tend to keep it to themselves. So this is one of the things. So when you want to go to the other room with your lady, Oga, try your best to make it real. Make it real. Make it a win-win. Makes her happy and make yourselves happy. And you see the glory that flows in that relationship. Peace. I was very far from the screen. Very far from the screen.